Hello, everyone. We are in week 4 of online learning. It's very exciting. This week, we are still going to talk about engineering. So, last week was week 3, and you learned about what what an engineer was and the process that they use. It's called the engineering design process, and it's what they use to solve a problem. And it's really cool. And hopefully, that helped you with your STEM challenge, which, yes, was required. Please do that on Flipgrid if you haven't yet, where you had to build a bridge using one piece of paper. That's it. No staples, no tape, anything. And I got some super cool videos and super cool bridges, and it was really awesome to see that. So that was really cool. With this next one, we're learning a little bit more about bridges, what kinds of bridges there are, and what makes them so strong, and which ones we use in certain situations. So, the first thing you need to do, besides just watching this video, we're going to start with bridge basics. And so, if I click on that, it goes to this. Bridge basics is going to tell you about the 4 basic kinds of bridges. And I want you to read through all of these. It really does help to click on the words if you don't know what they mean, and then also click on this extra stuff because it gives you more information on it and examples. Now, if I do all this, that's great. Now I would go on to the next step, which is the bridge challenge. So I can click on that, or if I go into Schoology and I find all this stuff, it's under engineering. It would be the bridge challenge. And so I click on that, and that'll bring me here. Now this is kind of cool because it's using that information you learned in the bridge basics to actually apply it to a situation. So this first one, I could click up here or down here. It's a multi-lane bridge for commuters and tourists. So it needs to be able to carry a lot of cars and whatever to get from one side to the other. And so this one, I want a one-of-a-kind bridge that will span our beautiful river, blah, blah, blah. And that's from the mayor of Craigie Rock. So that's your situation. It has to be 2,000 feet long across the river, connects city and major highway. Great. So that's your situation. You need to pick one of these 4. One of them is going to make the most sense. And if you pick the wrong one, it'll tell you why. And it'll also tell you why you picked the right one. And that's really cool. And so once you are finished with those 4 challenges, you'll have hopefully a better understanding of bridge basics. And then go back to Schoology. And under engineering, we have the bridge basics we just looked at, the bridge challenge we just looked at. Now we have the questions. So, bridge basic questions, if I click on this, there are 10 questions that you need to answer based on these 2 things, the bridge basics and the bridge challenge. So, looking at these, you should see some familiar things, and then the challenge questions down here. So, those need to get done. So, those are the 4 things that I am requiring you to do. Now, if I go back to Schoology, though, there are 2 other things. So there's this bridge building simulation right here, and then there's a force lab. So a forces lab we're going to do next week. We're going to work on that stuff. But if you want to check it out now, it's fine. It's really huge. There's a lot of stuff. I was going to put it all together this week, but that would have been, I think, too much to handle in one go. So anyway, there's going to be questions on this next week. You can play around with it now if you want. But the bridge building simulation is a lot of fun. If you click on that, it brings you to Cargo Bridge 2. And some of you have already played this. It's a lot of fun. There's a first one as well if you want to do that. But if you click play now, you need to have Flash Player, and it'll tell you how to play. But you're building bridges, and it kind of goes through what makes a strong bridge, and you kind of test out different things. So it's a lot of fun. I highly suggest checking that out as something just to maybe fill your time if you're done with all of your other assignments. So, if you have any questions, email me or come to my office hours and check it out. Thanks. Bye.